In a world that is reeling from the effects of COVID and climate change, intertwined with accelerating digitalization and unsettling geopolitics, the need for collaboration and cooperation has never been greater. For over a decade, I've been studying a specific type of partnering, that between young startups and established corporations. Such collaboration can allow complementary capabilities and resources to be brought together for the mutual benefit of the partners and the greater good of society. I've studied many cases of startup partnering involving both digitally native corporations as well as ones from traditional industries such as automotive, fast-moving consumer goods, healthcare, finance, and retail. But these great examples don't mean that partnering between corporations and startups is easy to accomplish. In fact, there's something of a paradox, what I call a paradox of asymmetry. Collaboration between highly asymmetric, very different organizations can, in theory, lead to amazing outcomes because, for instance, corporations have scale that startups don't, and startups have agility that corporations lack. And yet it is also the case that the very differences that make it attractive to come together make it difficult to successfully pull off these partnerships. To provide guidance to managers and corporations who seek to partner effectively with startups, my book Gorillas Can Dance draws upon my research for over a decade to unpack three aspects of partnering between corporations and startups: the why, the how, and the where. In terms of the why, the starting point is that corporations need to be more entrepreneurial in a world characterized by complexity and disruption, and one way to do this is by engaging with external startups. As for the how, the key is to systematically address the asymmetries between these very different types of organizations and build a distinctive startup partnering capability. And in relation to the where, there is scope for large multinationals to harness, in a nuanced way, partnerships with startups in different locations across both advanced economies and emerging economies such as China and India, and indeed beyond, including increasingly in Africa. In this decade of action, in which the United Nations urges us all to remain committed to pursuing the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, I believe partnering between large and small organizations represents an important facet of SDG 17, partnering for the goals. That's about as good a reason as any for managers and entrepreneurs to partner together effectively.